This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Friday, April 25th. It will be a bit warmer today with the possibility of a stray thunderstorm. The high will be 87. Humid this evening with a chance for a thunderstorm as well. The low will be 66. Saturday will be similar, humid with a high of 84 and the chance for an afternoon thunderstorm. Sunday is looking nice with a mix of sun and clouds and a high of 83. Overnight lows over the weekend will be 70. Here are today's headlines. The city of Dallas is suing 3M, DuPont, and other chemical companies, alleging they contaminated some of the area's drinking water. The lawsuit alleges 3M and other companies manufactured and sold PFAS, often called forever chemicals. PFAS are known to be toxic, extremely persistent in the environment, and capable of causing significant health risks. PFAS are a group of synthetic chemicals used in various consumer products, such as nonstick metal coatings for cookware, paper food packaging, facial creams, and cosmetics. The chemicals were used in aqueous film-forming foam, a foam commonly used by firefighters to suppress fires. The city says the foam was released over the years into its water system and soil. Many residential locations with groundwater contaminated by PFAS are near military bases or airports where the firefighting foam was regularly used. The city's attorney's office and 3M declined to comment. In other news, nearly 1 year after UTD students set up an encampment on campus to protest the war in Gaza, 14 were indicted on misdemeanor charges. Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis said in a Thursday news release that they were indicted on charges of obstructing a passageway, which is a Class B misdemeanor. On May 1st, protesters built an encampment overnight at the University of Texas at Dallas, using tents and a barrier made from tires, pallets, and signs. State troopers and other law enforcement arrived to dismantle the area, and 21 people were arrested. Lawyers representing the 21 arrested condemned the Collin County decision. The lawyers from the DFW chapter of the National Lawyers Guild said those arrested originally faced charges of criminal trespassing, and a case could not be made for those charges. They added, the use of a grand jury and the filing of a new charge nearly a year after the arrest, both highly unusual in a misdemeanor case, show clearly that Willis is not handling this as an ordinary misdemeanor case, but is singling out these arrestees. Next up, for the third time in 4 years, the Dallas Cowboys used their first-round pick on an offensive lineman. Alabama's Tyler Booker was the choice at number 12 and will be asked to follow in the footsteps of Zack Martin at right guard, the future Hall of Famer, who announced his retirement in the offseason. Speculation focused on a receiver at number 12 in the days leading up to the draft, but with Arizona's Teteroa McMillan, a player who intrigued the Cowboys, off the board to Carolina at number 8, it opened the door for Dallas to address the offensive line. Cowboys COO Stephen Jones said, I can't imagine that he doesn't walk in here day one and start for us. And each year, more than 800 million tons of greenhouse gases are emitted across the state of Texas, a Dallas Morning News investigation found. The Lone Star State ranks top in the nation for carbon dioxide emissions. Experts say those emissions have had a significant impact on climate change. And those changes are impacting everything from temperatures. The average annual temperature of Dallas has risen by as much as 3 degrees the past century, to weather patterns that create drought and wildfires. Efforts are underway to curb emissions and find new sources of energy that place less strain on the environment. But supply chain limits, safety risks, and partisan divisions among lawmakers have presented challenges. Read the full investigation, A Changing Climate, at dallasnews.com. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back on Monday with more from the Dallas Morning News.